Man, Diamond K in here. Everybody on firebroadcasting.com, thediamondkshow.com. So a lot of things that we got to get into. We're going to talk about this Drake PartyNextDoor album. They dropped one on Valentine's Day. They called it Some Sexy Songs for You. Well, that came out on Valentine's Day. We're going to talk about that. What's going on? What's good? And I've had some time to sit with it. So I like to listen to new music in the truck driving. Okay. Sometimes I listen to new music here in the studio, but I prefer to be on the road driving, listening to new music, with the volume turned up. So I did have a chance to do that, and so we're going to talk about that. What's up, IG? Want to make sure y'all can hear me. You can hear me good on IG, and So we're going to talk about that. Of course, Jay-Z has sued, and I understand this lawsuit. I really do. I understand this lawsuit. Jay-Z suing after these charges have now been dropped. And what is going on with Kanye West? What is going on with Ye now? It seems like it's always something. With him. And so we're going to talk about that as well. So like I said, I had a chance to sit with this Drake and PartyNextDoor album, Some Sexy Songs for You. So it's 21 tracks. And, there were a couple collaborations on there. And they tried to set their mood. They wanted some sexy stuff, right? They wanted to have some R&B feel. And like typical Drake albums, it has the R&B feel. And it's definitely a mood album. 21 tracks spanning 74 minutes. So it's a lot of songs on there. And it was what they call it? They call it a celebration. They said it was like a celebration. And I thought that it was cool. Of course, people talking about the timing of the album coming when Drake is having some, taking fire from all directions. Could we say that? But this is a late night type of thing. So it's just R&B melodies. There is some and you can expect this from Drake. It's emotionally charged. You got some emotionally charged lyrics from Drake. Storytelling. Some Sexy Songs for You. The letter U. They got chemistry. PND and Drake have chemistry. They've been working together for a long time. They had previous hits, Recognize, Come and See Me. They have a good synergy, these two. And this album builds on that foundation. So if some folks were thinking that they were going to get a hardcore rap album, I don't know why you would think that, because PartyNextDoor is not going to give you that. And Drake seemingly is going in a whole nother direction. So it is, a lot of slow jams type of thing. The album captures both the highs and the lows of romance. It is, I think, the perfect soundtrack for Valentine's Day. If that is your thing, it was the perfect soundtrack for that. And so the track listing is interesting. There's some standout songs. Crying in Chanel, Brian Steele, Give Me a Hug, Somebody Love Me. Those stuck out. Now, you can stream the album now. It is out everywhere, and it has been doing some big numbers. No surprise there. Drake and PartyNextDoor doing some big numbers, setting a record on Apple Music. We set a record on Apple Music, and somebody hit me up on social media talking about he bought those streams. Oh, now we talking about streams that was bought. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is Drake Party Next Door, Some Sexy Songs for You set a new Apple Music record. According to Billboard, the 21-track album now holds the record for the biggest R&B soul album in the history of Apple Music by their first day streams worldwide. So we don't know what those streams are just yet, but I'm sure that we're going to find out about that real soon. Released on Valentine's Day, and this is Drake's first full-length effort since For All the Dogs back in 2023, and it's also the first for Party Next Door since P4, which came out last year. And I like the vibe of the album. I mean, we don't always need to be in hardcore hip hop mode, right? We can't move in another direction, right? You know what I mean? Because we got different moods. You need music is for moods. Music sets time. Music marks time. And I think that this album definitely he needed to go in another direction. He needed to go in another direction, and that is what he did. Drake, that is, went in another direction. Now, Drake also is going to headline all 3 nights of the Wireless Festival with 3 different set lists. Drake will be joined by Party Next Door, Summer Walker, Vybz Kartel, Burna Boy, and more across this weekend. Drake is going to become the only artist in the world to headline a festival for 3 nights with 3 different sets at the Wireless Festival 2025. So that is a big deal. And the residency arrives in time for the festival's 20th anniversary. And it's going to take place July 11th through July 13th at London's Finsbury Park. Wireless will also mark his return to the UK for his first performance in 6 years. And like I said, it's going to be joined by Burna Boy and obviously Party Next Door, Summer Walker, Vybz Kartel, and more are going to be announced soon. Pre-sale general tickets, that's going to be coming up soon. So Friday, July 11th, it's going to be Drake, Summer Walker, Party Next Door. Saturday, July 12th, it's going to be announced. Sunday, July the 13th, it's going to be Drake and Burna Boy and Vybz Kartel. Many more to be announced. And so that's good, right? If you are in the UK, we might need to go through there one of those days. We might need to go through for one of those days. I don't know if we can swing all 3, but one of those days that will be fire. New music from Offset. Offset has a new single called 10. Talk about that for a minute. And so Offset dropping his first song of 2025. And he dropped 10 on Valentine's Day. I had a chance to check that out. And it is his first new release since December of last year's Swing My Way. So production by London J, Yak Beats, and BC Moon. 10's a good song. If you are in the mood for that Migos kind of flow, 10 is the latest from Offset's post Set It Off selection of singles, including Style Rare with Gunner and Swing My Way. Of course, Offset has also appeared as featured guest on Gunna's Pride of Them. Remember that? Killer Mike, Exit 9, Juice WRLD's single Celebrate. And so you can stream that now. 10 is out everywhere. So also, we talked about Drake, so we got to talk about Kendrick, right? Kendrick is the first rapper with 3 albums in the Billboard 200 top 10 at the same time. That's what they're saying. This is immediately following his Super Bowl performance. So a lot of people streaming his music. Naturally, that is one of the benefits of doing the Super Bowl. You get a lot of visibility. And so he makes 3 appearances in this week's top 10 following that Super Bowl halftime performance. First at number 1 with GNX. K-Dot's latest studio effort moves up from number 4. And he got 236,000 equivalent album units earned in the week ending February the 13th, including 117,000 in streaming equivalent albums. All right, so they do this. They do this breakdown, right? And so 116,000 in album sales equals 3,000 track equivalent album units, and this is GNX's second week at number 1, and it is the largest week since its number 1 debut in December. So following GNX are Damn and Good Kid, Mad City at number 9 and number 10, both of which jumped from number 29 and 27. And so the Good Kid, Mad City moved just under 40,000 equivalent units, and Damn earned 37,000 equivalent album units. So Damn's last top 10 appearance dates back to March 2018, while Good Kid, Mad City dates back to November of 2012. Wow. All right, so you're seeing some old albums from Kendrick jumping up because of his appearance at the Super Bowl. That's all good. That makes sense. Understand that. No problem with that. And elsewhere on the charts, SZA moved up to number 2, followed by The Weeknd at number 3, Bad Bunny at number 4. So it's some movement there. And of course, if you were wondering, does the Super Bowl stage, does the Super Bowl performance give you a bump? Yes, it does. That's why they don't charge, or why they do it for free, rather, because they're going to get the promotion and the marketing and the promotions. It's invaluable, as they say. It is invaluable. All right, so that's what's up. But I definitely want to know your thoughts, of course. If you've had a chance to check out SSS for You, Some Sexy Songs for You, Drake and PartyNextDoor. Let me know your thoughts on that. Of course, on all social media, I am at The Diamond K Show. And, of course, djdiamondk@gmail.com, youtube.com/djdiamondk. Now, of course, on Instagram and TikTok, I am at The Diamond K Show. So, getting into some other news, we talked about the album that Drake and PartyNextDoor dropped. Now I want to talk a little bit about Jay-Z. Jay-Z suing, and I don't have any problem with this. I don't have any problem with this. Jay-Z was thrown under the bus, and now he is suing the attorney Tony Buzbee over what he's calling false rape allegations. Claims Jay-Z does loss of over $20 million. Jay-Z says that this lawsuit cost him over $20 million, and he wants the attorney to pay up. So he's taking legal action against this Texas-based attorney. And Jay-Z is accusing Tony Buzbee, the attorney, of defamation, civil extortion, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Oh yeah, he's pulling out all the stops, Jay-Z is. So this lawsuit follows a dismissal of a rape allegation, this case that was filed against Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs. It was filed in October of 2024. Jay-Z claims that the false allegations strategically filed the night before his daughter Blue Ivy's highly anticipated Mufasa the Lion King movie premiere. So he's definitely mad about that. And it resulted in what Jay-Z says, severe personal and financial damages, including the loss of $20 million in business contracts. I believe him. People were looking at Jay-Z like he was, I don't know, they was looking at him crazy out here when those allegations came down. So they were looking at him crazy, and he's saying, look, y'all owe me. All right. So this industry, music industry was rocked by this lawsuit. This is Jay-Z, and one of the biggest rappers ever. And involved in this lawsuit. Initially, the lawsuit was filed by a plaintiff known as Jane Doe. Jane Doe accused Jay-Z and Diddy of assaulting her. At the time, she says that she was 13 years old. She was at the MTV Video Music Awards, an after party in 2000. Right? And so 24 at the time, it was 24 years ago. 24 years later, she comes with these shocking claims. And these claims sent ripples through the entertainment industry. People was looking at, what about when he was talking to Foxy Brown? What about this? What about that? Like all this kind of stuff. Now, Diddy's already on the hook for some legal trouble. And then they threw Jay-Z in the mix. And Jay-Z like, oh, wait, hold up. What I got to do with this? And Jay-Z's reputation was definitely on the line. But crazy. Look, I didn't believe it. Okay, I didn't believe it. Not for 1 minute. I've said it on the show many times. I didn't believe it. They needed evidence. They didn't have any evidence. Her story wasn't sticking. Like the whole thing. On February the 14th, 2025, the case was voluntarily dismissed with prejudice. Now, dismissed with prejudice means that it cannot be refiled in the future. So if they say it was dismissed without prejudice, then that means that you could refile it. But this was dismissed on Valentine's Day with prejudice. And Jay-Z stated in response, the frivolous, fictitious, and appalling allegations have been dismissed. The lawsuit was without merit and never going anywhere. Was never going anywhere. Now, while he expressed relief in the dismissal of the case, he was happy, obviously, that the case was dismissed. A lot of damage had been done. A lot of people, when you throw some allegations out there like that, a lot of people was looking at Jay-Z crazy. Like, yo, we don't know about him. Or people that didn't really mess with him like that, they were saying, we always knew something was shady about you. You know what I mean? And so you had the whole normal group of folks, including Dame Dash and others, saying stuff, looking at him, getting their little 5 minutes of fame at Jay-Z's expense. And so I am glad that part is behind him. The rap icon insists that the timing of the lawsuit was intentional and malicious and designed to force him into a no-win situation. So Jay-Z saying there was an impact on Blue Ivy's movie premiere, and understanding that. And so Jay-Z said that the lawsuit forced him to make a heartbreaking choice. He said that I felt that Mr. Buzbee was placing a gun to my head, that I either bow to his demands or endure personal and financial ruin. According to Jay-Z, the lawsuit was strategic, right? They timed it perfectly just hours before Blue Ivy's big night at the premiere of Mufasa, the Lion King. And as a proud father, he wanted to support his daughter at this milestone moment. I mean, what dad would not want to? But the cloud of the allegations overshadowed the event. With the police rundown on him, I mean, with all the media, they're going to have questions. And these questions are going to be about this lawsuit, not about his child's big night. So he was definitely affected by that. And Jay-Z is saying that it was $20 million in lost contracts and emotional distress. So beyond his personal tolls, Jay-Z asserts that the false allegations cost him $20 million in lost contracts. The scandal allegedly led to canceled business deals and endorsements as companies distanced themselves amid the controversy. As I said, people hearing allegations like this, a lot of businesses, corporations, companies did not want to enter into any new business with Jay-Z. And if they have business with Jay-Z, they was trying to pull back from that. So the rapper, entrepreneur, and philanthropist also described the immense psychological strain that he endured, stating that the lawsuit forced him into hiding to avoid the negative media attention. The emotional distress, he claims, was a calculated attack on his character. Now, Tony Buzbee, who is the Texas-based attorney, he's had a lot of controversies, and he has a legal history, obviously. The Jay-Z lawsuit is not the first lawsuit against Buzbee, and this is not the first time he has not faced scrutiny like this. Jay-Z's attorney filed a separate complaint against Buzbee, in December of last year. The New York Supreme Court, there was controversy there. Buzbee himself is being sued by a woman who claims he transmitted a venereal disease to her after a 2018 encounter. Buzbee is known for handling high-profile cases. He has not yet commented on this Jay-Z lawsuit, but Diddy's legal troubles continue. Jay-Z successfully cleared his name. Diddy still has multiple legal battles, and we've talked about those. Diddy has been incarcerated since September of 2024, facing racketeering and trafficking charges. His trial is scheduled for May 2025, and the outcome is going to have far-reaching consequences for the music industry, so we're definitely going to be following that. Now, as it relates to Jay-Z, what is next for Jay-Z? Now, Jay-Z is determined to hold Buzbee accountable for what he describes as this deliberate smear campaign. His lawsuit seeks financial damages and aims to set a precedent against attorneys who misuse the legal system for professional or personal gain. So we definitely have that. And Jay-Z has this ongoing legal battle, but I'm sure he wants to focus on his family, his business ventures, and of course his music career. The lawsuit's resolution marks an important moment in the fight against weaponized lawsuits and character assassination in the entertainment industry. This happens, right? Folks will just come along and say, this rapper did this. This singer did that, and no evidence, but those allegations hurt the artist, and so I'm definitely glad that these false charges have been dropped, and hopefully that is the end of that kind of stuff. False charges against artists, seemingly they just trying to get money, right? It just seems like they was just trying to get money, and it did not work out for them. The Jane Doe and Buzbee, her attorney, and so let me know your thoughts on that. Have you moved past this? Is Jay-Z good in your eyes now? Are you looking forward to new music or his different business ventures? Obviously, the NFL stood by him during this difficult time. And so, last thing, Kanye West, what is going on with him now? A lot of things. There are divorce rumors out there. There is no prenup with him and Bianca. So if Bianca Censori and Kanye West, if they divorce, like is being rumored, that's going to be interesting because there is no prenup there. Now, this rumored split could get messy. Kanye all over the place. Kanye and Bianca Censori have found themselves in the swirling divorce speculation again. It had been rumored before, and then they're not divorced. But they have pushed back and said that, well, at least they've had representatives say that they're not divorcing. But I don't know. Reports are out there that representatives for both Kanye and Bianca have contacted divorce attorneys. So while they're trying to put in the public, no, we're not divorcing, Word on the street is that they have been contacting attorneys, signaling that the marriage may be on the brink. Now, maybe they're just reaching out to see what's good with the split, but they're not ready to split. That could be true as well. That happens, but it seems like legal moves are being made behind the scenes, allegedly. And this is not the first time that a legal inquiry could have been made. It seems that back in October, when it was also reported that they were having marital trouble, is the first time it kind of surfaced. One of Kanye's reps angrily contacted a divorce attorney, only for the lawyer to decline to represent the rapper. So, I don't know. Continued legal consultations suggest that a split may be more imminent than Kanye and Bianca want to admit publicly. Now, if they officially do file for divorce, the case could take an unexpected financial turn. Now that Trump is back in office, Kanye's fortunes seem to have risen, and he's back a billionaire. But with no prenup, Bianca could cash out. Now, obviously, Kanye reportedly lost millions of dollars since marrying Bianca. Now, California law states that the assets and the debts accumulated during a marriage are split equally. So, sources indicate that many of Kanye West's debts, such as his massive losses on his Malibu property, predate his marriage to Bianca, meaning that she wouldn't likely be held responsible for them. So we're going to continue to follow that. But like I said, they claim that the divorce rumors are not true. And I don't know. I mean, can you imagine how he treats her, how she dresses in public, the way she's paraded around? I'm sure she probably wants out of there. If you remember, we talked about this during the Super Bowl. There was some commercial in a few markets. Kanye West was promoting some stuff, and his website, he was selling T-shirts with swastikas on it. That was taken down. And there was actually a commercial for the shirts aired during the Super Bowl, and that was just bizarre. I don't know what Kanye's fascination is with that, but the commercial for the shirts aired during the Super Bowl, days after the rapper slash designer, I guess he's that. He called himself a Nazi on social media. The website was taken down Tuesday. Shopify was like, they didn't want no trouble. It was a lot of blowback. And there was a 30-second commercial. Kanye appeared to be filming a close-up of his face while lying in a dentist chair. He said, "I spent like all the money for the commercial on these new teeth." He said, smiling into the camera. "So once again, I had to shoot it on the iPhone." Ye then directs people to his website, which was Yeezy.com. And it was selling only one item, a $20 T-shirt with a black swastika. Wow, it is amazing. But Tuesday morning after that, the website went down and they took it offline. Spokesperson for Shopify, the online platform that processes website sales, said that Ye's store did not engage in authentic commerce practices and violated their terms, so they removed them from Shopify. The ad aired days after Kanye's rant on social media, where he called himself a Nazi and professed his love for Hitler. He later deactivated his X account. I don't know. I don't know what is going on with him. It's crazy, definitely. Let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comments section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, Blue Sky, at The Diamond K Show. YouTube.com/DJ Diamond K. OnFireBroadcasting.com. TheDiamondKShow.com. So I'll be back here tomorrow, and we'll talk more about this and a bunch of other stuff. Shout out to everybody checking us out. I'll be in the mix on Saturday and Sunday, so you can check us out on YouTube, on Fire Broadcasting, thediamondkshow.com, or where you watch us right now on Instagram or on TikTok. I will be there live in the mix. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe at youtube.com/DJ Diamond K.